Welcome to Chinese History Video. My name is Cao Cao, and I'm an expert in Chinese history. Today we will be exploring a small part of Chinese history and how Zhu Ge Liang tricked Cao Cao to give him arrows. Welcome, Zhu Ge Liang.
Hello.
Could you please introduce yourself and tell about when and where you came from?
Thank you for inviting me on your show. At the time I lived, the world was split into three parts: Su, Wei, and Wu. They were each ruled by three people: Liu Bei, Cao Cao, and Sun Quan. Wei was the strongest country at that time. I was a subordinate of Liu Bei and Zhou Yu, Guan Yu, and Zhang Bei.
What is the story of 草船借箭?
Zhou Yu was jealous that I had a better and more important position than him, and that everyone admired my talent in planning how to fight against Wei and Wu. He wanted to embarrass me in front of Liu Bei, so he decided to ask me to do an impossible task. He asked Zhu Ge Liang, "Because we're currently attacking Cao Cao and Wei, I think we should make some arrows. What do you think?" I answered, "Of course. How many arrows? 100,000? If you can make 100,000 arrows in 10 days, I will tell Liu Bei and let him reward you. Not only in 10 days, but I can also do it in 3 days. It's settled."
I see. Why did you make such a promise?
It may have seemed arrogant to some for me to make such a claim, but I am a very confident man. Zhou Yu sent his subordinate Lu Su to help me. Later that day, I noticed that Zhou Yu had told his soldiers to move all of the materials needed to make arrows, just in case I actually made 100,000 arrows in 3 days. But I had another plan in my mind.
So, weren't you intimidated by what he had done with the materials?
No, I asked Lu Su for 20 boats, 600 soldiers, a few pieces of cloth, and a lot of strawmen to put on both sides of the boats. He looked at me strangely, but did it anyway.
But why would you need strawmen? They can't fight.
I will tell you soon. The next day, everything was covered in fog and obscured our vision. The boat slowly started toward Cao Cao's main barracks. Once we were close to Cao Cao's barracks, I told the soldiers to drum loudly and alert Cao Cao. Cao Cao could not see the number of soldiers we had in the fog, so he commanded his archers to fire at our boats relentlessly. The boats were horizontally placed, so all the arrows were stuck in the strawmen. After the strawmen were stuffed with arrows, I commanded soldiers to turn the boats over so the other side of the strawmen could get arrows too. After a while, when all the strawmen were stuffed with over 100,000 arrows, I commanded our soldiers to withdraw and come back to Liu Bei. Along the way, they shouted, "Thank you, Prime Minister Cao, for the arrows."
I must say, your plan was very clever.
Thank you. Cao Cao knew he had been tricked and couldn't even follow us since we were too far away. When I returned to Liu Bei's barracks, I commanded the soldiers to pull all the arrows out and give them to Zhou Yu. Once he knew what I did, he sighed and said, "Zhu Ge Liang, you're truly outstanding."
How did you feel in that moment?
I was relieved that our plan worked so well and my men were safe.
Thank you for sharing this inspiring account of an event in Chinese history. Tune in next week to hear another fascinating tale of days gone by, listeners.